Hi, I'm back for my vlog entry today, and hopefully for the next few weeks to come. I actually received a letter from a viewer that had a bunch of questions about me, about my book and writing and my life in general, and I thought I'd sort of break it down and try to give some of those answers to those of you who don't know me or who want to get to know me better or know about my life. And the first question I was actually asked was, what does your everyday life look like? Do you write every day? How long do you write? That sort of thing. And to tell you the truth, my everyday life pretty much looks like that of your average teenager. I mean, I'm 16 years old, I'm in 11th grade, so obviously school is the #1 priority for me. And my mother gets on me about that. She makes sure that it's the first thing that gets done every day. And once I've done with all my school, which takes a long time, you know, being in high school, I also work. And I try to have somewhat of a social life, despite being an unsocialized homeschooler. And I do try to make time for my friends and my family. And by the time all that gets done, writing is actually usually on the back burner. It's definitely not the first thing I think about when I wake up or the last thing when I go to bed. But it is something that's very important to me and something that I try to get done and try to make time in my life for. When I do write, it's usually in the evening. Often after everyone else has gone to bed and I'm by myself. I have a laptop, so I'll just sit in my bed and listen to music and write, usually for hours at a time. Usually I'll go to my room around 7 or so after supper and write until I can't keep my eyes open anymore. Sometimes it's 11, sometimes it's more like 12. I don't think my family knows that, by the way. They're probably shocked now at how late I stay up sometimes, but yeah, my family calls it my cave. So if you see me out in public and I look kind of sleep deprived and pastely because I haven't been out in the sun much, it's probably because I've been writing a lot lately. And I do usually do most of my writing when I'm working on a first draft, you know, when the idea is still new and fresh and exciting, or when I'm near the end and I just can't wait to wrap it all up. That's when I am really passionate, and I'll do it 4 or 5 nights in a week if I have time, you know, for hours a day. It's just very consuming though, and I don't do that too often, but every now and then if I'm at a really exciting part, I'll write for several days on end. But then usually when I'm doing editing or you know, working on a presentation or something that doesn't really excite me that much, I tend to be more of a procrastinator and put it off and only write once a week, if even that. Sometimes I'll go weeks without writing, but it's good. It gives me time to take a breather and to take time to step away from the book, and then when I come back to it, I can look at it from the outside and not too close, or else I can't see the big picture of things, which is really helpful. But so yeah, that's basically my writing schedule. You know, cram things together at some parts and then spread things out at other parts. It's really sporadic. In my dream world, I would be the type of person who would go to work from 9 to 5 and just be able to do nothing but write and enjoy myself and take all my leisurely time that I want. But I do try to have a life, and I do try to have a life outside of writing and outside of the book and that sort of thing. But thank you so much for asking that question, and I hoped that you will be able to find out more about me and more about my passions and my book and my life through some of the other questions that I hope to be answering here soon. Thank you.